How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. Welcome to Biomutant. Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your first style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Commando. Deadeye. Commando. Deadeye. Commando. Psy-Freak. Saboteur. Psy-Freak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Saboteur. Sentinel. Saboteur. Psy-Freak. Saboteur. Psy-Freak. Psy-Freak chosen. That'll work. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the... But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo...
Can't believe you'd choose that thing over me. But I'll be here waiting for you when you have a change of heart.
That thing? I'm right here. Let me remind you, we're two halves of the same. With the difference being I'm the better half.
Better half? My way is both better and brighter. Light makes it easier to see the best end.
The best end is the one you decide yourself, and it seems we're headed in the right direction.
Guess left can be right sometimes. Stories of death and the bodies left behind, a reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, The predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. You're fading. Just be glad there's a rope. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. You're fresh out of key energy. Bullseye. One down soon. Rapalicious. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress, blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. You're hurt bad. Made it count. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration, they began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Crackers out. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. That's sure to be useful.
Tuloya, voto lulla, oloi bobo paweg, tolu keta, ya wawan tolidrea, ya maulo, chintuata motifua tolidrea, ya mauloa.
The legend of the...
Ikobe, ifari kobo farm.
The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. How Lupa Lupin somehow left you alive. There's no... It was after the attack. The impending threat of the world. Asks if you are tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Mooma knows you. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked. You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed. The Nono's key energy is... Only time will tell. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. You'll need a net. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out. Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of... One day... But... Now that you've seen the Nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a... He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Mooma comes looking for you. You did good here today. That's not true. She's the reason there's still unity.
Diga ma per.
He lost you there for a while. But no memory is a...
Fabobe, mok kofa tu luaba volua.
He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid
Iboda kelmok.
the tree started to die when the end of days begun.
Balu vutulua maya.
Records tell of the ruinous devastation that Toxanol Corporation... His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Noko has tamed the midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast.
Iboda kelmok koyevun tuvun bunun.
Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the...
Setuatan papkila.
The road ahead won't be easy.
Koyevun tuvun bunun mayani.
He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't...
Papa mofobak ya moluwando.
He claims...
Beboko kontabe.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the trial.
Tu wawu.
You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone made it out alive. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues. Even he doesn't know what your connection. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by your intentions. He can't understand why you'd do such a thing. He won't make it out of here on his own.
Good work, clever clogs. Let me guide you into the dark.
Seriously? I always thought better of you than that.
And you were wrong. There's always more dark than light.
There's still time to turn back.
They're already heading down my road.
There's Out-of-Date again. He must have missed something important. Out-of-Date knows you'll make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of the Jagni. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out-of-Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power. He believes the tribe Sifus, Jagni especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. In Jagni's case, letting the World Eaters bring down the... He'll be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if... Regardless... Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it. Charged them. They've restroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war or part of the problem. Let's see. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Understands you have things to do. Says they're cautious. This...
Zata is the muito tloho. Kariesne stace. Paro, ya put
The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and, most importantly, feared. They want to vanquish the tribes, as the only way they can guarantee peace is through He welcomes the news of a cold-blooded Ronin crossing. There's something about your... Sometimes one memory can make another come to life. The Sifu says fear and hatred is the only path to domination, but you... He expected you. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor. Their kin must put an end to the war before war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both share dark thoughts. Once you've conquered the rival's outposts, you'll challenge... Your Muma taught each disciple a weapon. She never... Seeing you brings back his memories of the Jagni doesn't want a new unity between the tribes. Their goal is to become... He remembers your kind and Anyway, you'll pass your old village on your way to the first... He can't blame you for not... Now, walk the walk, Pants. Asks you to check out the wares, confident you... A pleasure do business. How high can you go? Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. key energy is all used up. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Then he wants you to know that if you've... He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Goop says some choose... He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Why not? There's no better time to do what need... He says, that wasn't too bad, was it? He says a feeling that you're going to drown is a great reminder of the... But you need practice. Lots of practice. You need to rely on those who somehow know. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. He knows that's not true. You've just made up. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that... You should know. practice makes perfect. She says nobody is perfect. That's why you practice. She'll see you at the village square. She'll be waiting for you. There will be a surprise for you. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. It's your own future You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some. He wonders what usefulness you found. He says he can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. But that's his point. You did well. He appreciates. He's looking. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone. She says it's not only about this moment and where you were going. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her. She wants you to understand that whatever... They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He's not scared of anything. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. He says you're right. Nobody...
Pial Tuma.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
Ferena Masalapu.
She's there for all disciples. That's her commitment.
Urasa Durut.
The most important thing is that you're okay.
Kanamunt.
It's time to focus on your training now.
Ansonbara. Mustiki Muhka.
She suggests that you forgive your enemies. Nothing annoys them. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. He knows growing up is hard, and things will continue to go. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He'll leave the quick part. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and up. He's curious to see what you've found. He's all. He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. Says at least dirty hands are proof that you tried, and he says it's about time.
Bestilka. Vaksa u inta badal.
The style might be too edgy for his taste.
Kafe.
Agrees. At least,
Kafe.
you should take it with you, wear it to practice.
Mishako her.
He agrees that you need to keep some things to yourself, but in general, you should.
Kumo uno shalafu.
He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. Your Muma says it's about time you got here. Says being on time would be better yet. But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back. Wants you to prove that with some practice. Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. That's all she's ever asked of you. Been working on a... You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it. Reminds you that the best way to get... Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful. She's happy. A piece of Scraptronics like this has built... It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever... Says it's not a record keeper, more like a companion. Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day. She's so happy you made the most of it. Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Luca Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time that... He wants to destroy her. The time... She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. Exactly what she wants you to do. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. Looks snug.